Search for a missing man in floodwaters in South East Queensland will resume today as heavy rain lashes the region. A large search operation began yesterday afternoon after a man was washed away when his vehicle became struck in floodwaters in the Darling Downs. Land, air and water rescue crews searched a large area about Spring Creek for the man but were ultimately unsuccessful. A severe weather warning for South East Queensland was cancelled late last night, but heavy rain and that threat of flash flooding remained. The Gold Coast and Coolangatta have seen much of that rain. 290 millimetres have fallen in the past 24 hours. A further 100 millimetres is expected to fall today from Caboolture to Warwick. Hazardous surf warning has been issued for the Gold Coast for a significant easterly swell of up to 3.1 metres. There are minor flood warnings in place for the Logan and Albert rivers, and a major flood warning has been issued for the Myall Creek and Condamine River at Dalby.
Tragedy on the outskirts of Toowoomba. Floodwaters sweeping a couple off a road at Kingsthorpe. A woman survived, a man and a number of dogs found dead a short time later.
The female driver of the vehicle was able to have her mobile phone with her when she exited the vehicle, and she assisted greatly with coordinating us to her position.
A helicopter called in to search for another motorist reported missing at North Branch.
It's been a number of hours and we've not able to locate the missing person yet, so we still always hold hope that we will find a person.
Rain across the western and southern Downs was so heavy that officials had no option but to issue an emergency alert for Dalby.
We're expecting major flood levels to occur at Dalby during the course of tonight and into Tuesday morning.
Fast rising floodwaters have been catching some off guard. Others, like Charlene Hall, are doing what they can.
Most people would be prepared. One of the best things that has happened out of this flood is that council has actually given the information out and kept people up to date.
She strapped furniture to the rafters downstairs just in case. More than 150 millimetres of rain fell across the catchment overnight. That sent a significant amount of water into Myall Creek, swamping paddocks and cars, lapping at front doors.
Every time it gets higher, higher, higher.
The Bureau of Meteorology is expecting Dalby's Myall Creek to peak just below the 2011 flood mark.
There's a lot of people that haven't lived here for, they've moved since the floods, and they're not used to it.
This is how some streets are looking even before Myall Creek reaches a moderate flood level. It could rise more than another metre, swamping many more streets and properties. For seasoned locals who've seen this before, it's not a time to panic.
We've been through that many, it doesn't matter. We just take it as we go. When it gets up high enough, I just go out in the veranda and throw a line out and catch a carp or two.
Others are taking it in their stride.